Hey everyone, Marcia here. I am back with another scrapbook process video from My Creative Scrapbook. I am using the April main kit for this layout, and this kit comes with some exclusive cut files for My Creative Scrapbook, and those are available on the My Creative Scrapbook website. This cut file was designed by Pear Tree Cut Files, so you could probably also find this cut file on her website for purchase separately. I had an idea for this layout to cut two of these inner circle of flowers and arrange them across the upper third of my page, kind of for a background for added interest. The main kit for April consists of the gorgeous Pinkfresh Studios Happy Heart collection, and this collection had a lot of these pink papers. This one is an ombre pink where it goes from lighter to darker, but there were a lot of other like watercolor pinks as well. And so I thought it would be really pretty to use one of these pink backgrounds and cut this inner circle of flowers cut file out in white so that it would pop against that brighter pink background and create a really soft effect. It helps to use a ruler. I have this very large, rigid ruler that I like to use for lining up something on my layout when I want it to be straight. I could lay this across the page and then glue the inner circle of flowers in a line using that as a guide. The photo I'm scrapbooking today is an Easter photo of my daughter. She's wearing her Easter dress and her Easter bonnet, and she has her doll Josephina decked out for Easter as well. They had matching dresses. She just loved this American Girl doll and took it everywhere with her practically. I printed the photo in black and white so that it would go better with the colors in this collection. It really helps to create a softened effect as well using the black and white photo. The April main kit from My Creative Scrapbook also came with this bag of balsa wood decorative chips from Stamperia. So they're designed by Joanna Riviero, and it consisted mostly of butterflies, and there were some word phrases as well, a heart, just gorgeous pieces. My thought was on this layout that I would use some of the butterflies from that decorative chip bag and arrange them on my layout along with some of those fussy cut flowers from my previous layout that I still had left. I fussy cut this entire sheet of pattern paper with these soft floral sorbet flowers. They are just gorgeous colors, very soft, but in pinks and oranges and yellows. They're just beautiful, and I had to fussy cut them out. Doing this allows me to use them like die cut ephemera pieces, and I can arrange them anywhere on my layout just like I would a die cut. So what I am trying to do here on this layout is to create a visual triangle. I am creating a floral cluster in the lower right corner of my photo, in the upper left corner of my photo, and then on the far left ring where the two intersect, I am adding more flowers over there with a very large balsa wood butterfly over the top of that. I wanted to add a little bit of sparkle to these balsa wood butterflies, and so what I'm doing is I'm using some Versamark ink and applying that to the top of the butterflies, and then I am putting translucent sparkle embossing powder over the top. The embossing powder that I'm using is from Stampendous, and it's called Kaleidoscope. What you want to do if you're going to do this technique is an ultra fine embossing powder. You don't want anything too chunky. I've used this technique also where you can use like a gold embossing powder and do like the lower half of a word, or you could do like gold, the lower half of the butterfly in gold by just applying the Versamark ink on the lower half or the upper half if you prefer that. And it gives it a nice contrast. It really is an eye-catching focal point then. And I do have some YouTube videos where I show how to do the gold embossing powder. If you search back in my videos, you'll find something. I went ahead and I finished 3 butterflies using this technique with my Versamark ink and the Kaleidoscope embossing powder. And I'm sorry I'm going off camera here a little bit with my heat gun. I had zoomed in so you could see better, and then didn't realize my heat gun didn't reach all the way over to where I was actually filming. I love how these turned out. I love just that extra little bit of sparkle for this girly layout. I'm going to go ahead and adhere these 3 butterflies down on my layout with my quick dry glue. And I have one in the floral cluster on the far left, and I have another one in the top upper right of my photo. Near that floral cluster, and then I am arranging the 3rd just above the floral cluster on the far right. So it really helps draw the eye across the page and to the photo and back. So I'm going to go through my die cut ephemera pieces. I still don't have a title on my layout. I was going through some of the word titles from that ephemera pack, and I found this beautiful, and I thought that was appropriate. So I'm going to put that over my floral cluster on the bottom half of that photo. There's a lot of really cute die cut ephemera in the ephemera pack. There are these embroidery hoops with flowers in the middle, and then I ended up putting the larger one here on the right side of my photo. I thought it would help frame that butterfly that I have over there. There's also this Bring in Spring die cut. It's pink and has a butterfly on it, and I thought it was really cute. I ended up putting that over above the cluster on the far left. I thought my floral clusters needed to be filled in a little bit more, so I also fussy cut these black and white flowers from another piece of pattern paper, and I am adding those flowers to each of my floral clusters as well. So these flowers are smaller, they're a little bit more tedious to fussy cut, but they really do add a nice elegant effect to fill in the floral clusters with those pink and orange and yellow flowers as well. It really adds, I think, a nice touch of dimension to those. I did want to add a bow to this layout too. I love putting bows on my layout using twine, so I decided I would use some orange twine to tie in the orange from the flowers. And I'm using a tool called a Bow Easy. This is something I picked up at my local stamping shop, and it since went out of business, but you can still buy this tool on Amazon. And I love it for tying bows. It is super easy to use. I use this tool all the time. I tie the perfect bow every time. And that is pretty much my layout. I love how this turned out. It's just gorgeous. If you are interested in purchasing a kit, you can get them from My Creative Scrapbook. They have 4 kits each month, and you can choose which kit you would like to subscribe to. I'm using the main kit, but they also have a creative kit. There's a limited edition kit and an album kit as well. Thanks so much for stopping by. Bye bye now.